आता पहिल्या माळ्याच्या गॅलरीमध्ये आहोत आपण. पूर्ण वरतून पाठीमागे ब्रिटिश स्टेशन.
On the left hand side,
Mumbai Devi.
Yeah. Now Mumbai Devi, the idol obviously is very famous. Mumbai gets its name from the Mumbai Devi temple and the idol. The reason I talk about Mumbai Devi over here is because before Mumbai Devi moved to Kalba Devi, Mumbai Devi was right here where CST station stands. Okay, this is the original place of the Mumbai Devi temple. But when the governor wanted to clean up the esplanade, right, because they wanted to make sure that the esplanade had no construction on it, is when the Mumbai Devi temple, even the Juma Masjid, which is there in Crawford Market, was originally over here, was then shifted onto into the inner part of the city. Now, if I talk about open hanging, right, I mean, I don't think any of us today identify with open hangings. We probably read about it in the newspapers कि भाई तालिबान ने ये किया, अफगानिस्तान में वो हुआ, वगैरह वगैरह. But let me tell you, open hangings were very prevalent here in the city of Bombay. There used to be a Phasi Talab over here, where every time they caught a serious criminal, he or she would be given an open hanging here at the Phasi Talab. This open hanging then moved inside the city to where the Umar Khadi jail is today, you know, where the children's remand home is today, is where the open hanging spot moved, and the pit at Dongri exists even today. So hopefully if you ever do the Umar Khadi walk with Khaki, you'll probably get a chance to see that pit where open hanging used to happen, and you just then drop the body over there, right? Now, how many of you have heard of Mangal Pandey? Mangal Pandey, everybody heard of Mangal Pandey. What was Mangal Pandey's contribution?
He was the first person for the independence fight.
Absolutely. So 1857, he was the person who started the mutiny, right?
Yes.
But Bombay also had its Mangal. Now, when we talk about Bombay, we always feel that, you know, we're a commercial city. हमको पैसे से मतलब है. You know, all the fighting, the protesting are going to happen in Delhi. We want to kind of live our city, live our life over here and have some fun. But that's not true in 1857. So turn around and I'm going to take you to, from here I can show you a spot. Come here. So do you see the cannon over there?
Yeah.
Come here.
Yes.
See from here? Right? Now right behind the cannon is a grey color plaque. Right? That plaque actually commemorates and recognizes two people. One was Mangal Gadia, second was Hussain Sayyid. These two gentlemen were part of the armed forces of the East India Company stationed here in Bombay. And in 1857, they also revolted against the British and took part in the mutiny, right? But what happened to them was really unfortunate. They were arrested, okay, and then they were tied to the face of a cannon and blown up right here at Azad Maidan. So here's a pictorial sketch of that day when they were tied to the face of a cannon and blown up right here at the Azad Maidan. Okay, now we're going to go one story up, okay, and go and see the office of the Commissioner of Bombay, know about the Sanjay Gandhi National Park and maybe the RA Forest, right? But at one point in time, the city had seven forests. It also had 20 hills. So you talk about Antop Hill, Malabar Hill, Kampala Hill, Pali Hill. They're not just names, ladies and gentlemen, they were hills, right? And the flora and fauna and the wildlife in the city was very abundant. As a matter of fact, perhaps towards the 1890s, the 1890s or the early 1900s is when the last time they actually spotted a tiger having water at Govaliya tank. The Govaliya tank is called Govaliya tank because there was a tank over there. There was a public water tank over there. And Malabar Hill was actually the hunting ground for the British. So when the British officers would stay in the fort itself on weekends, they would take their horses, go up to Malabar Hill to enjoy a day of hunting and come back to the fort itself and relax, right? Now, this gives you a sense that the amount of flora and fauna that was visible in the city at that point in time has therefore found representation on the facades of these cities. So it's not somebody's wild imagination if I'll just put out some trees and monkeys and so on and so forth. But it was very visible in the city of Bombay at that time. So, you are in the committee room right now. Now, what is the committee room? So, let me tell you that the BMC has several committees which govern and administer the city. So, the most important committee is the standing committee. Okay, 27 corporators form the standing committee. It's a permanent committee. Most other committees are temporary situational committees. So, there is obviously now a committee for COVID and so on and so forth. And there's an education committee and a BEST committee and so on and so forth, right? But whenever these committees need to meet, they meet over here in this room, in this conference room, right, and conduct their meetings. I think this conference room becomes a little unique because one of the rooms which has still maintained the original design of the room that it was constructed. Now, obviously these wallpapers are absolutely new. Some of the wall panels are really new. The glass is new. It's came, it's air conditioned, of course. There was no air conditioning at that time, but this is the original design of this room, not much has been made since then. Now, we'll go to see the much awaited chairs. So come, just follow me.
Oh, fancy one.
Right? So we spoke about the wheels. I don't know if the orange color has any significance. I was going to ask. I have no idea, ma'am. I have no idea if the orange color. Old logo of the BMC, and if you see, it says Herbs Prima in Indies, which was the vision statement by Sir Henry Bartlett. This logo was used till approximately the 1950s. It's only after that that logo changed and this logo came into existence. The office of Dr. Iqbal Singh Chahal, who is the Municipal Commissioner for the BMC. And I mean, I always make it a point in all my tours to recognize the work that he and his team did during the pandemic. I think I think Bombay would not, perhaps see worse of a situation had it not been for Dr. Chahal and his team. Now he occupies a very unique position. The commissioner of the BMC does not report to the mayor or to the council. He reports directly to the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. So right now, Uddhav Thackeray, he reports directly to Uddhav Thackeray. He's an appointee by Uddhav, okay, by the Chief Minister. He is an IS cadre officer. The typical term is around 3 years, but obviously up for renewal if that relationship kind of continues well. Also, he occupies, so he's pretty much like the CEO of the BMC, okay? Because all of the operational actionables that we need to administer the city are done by Dr. Vinod Chahal and his team. He controls a budget of 39,000 crores. That's the annual BMC budget, and it's the BMC is one of the richest municipal councils in Asia. Okay, and he devises this budget or formulates the budget, takes it to the standing committee for approval, and once the standing committee approves, then obviously he goes down and his team go on and takes the issue. But yeah, an important corridor from and a quick stop on the tour to outside of the office, right? Now, we're now going to go to the final stop on our tour, which is at the dome, right? So you want to walk carefully with me. I don't need to and we can. Now, if you saw the dome from outside, it looks much higher than what it is when you actually come inside the building. And the reason is this, is above this dome is a water tank. Okay? Above the dome is a water tank. There's this path which goes up to the road, so this path goes up to the water tank, which was actually used for running the hydrology. Okay, and that's why the water tank is on top. There's also a balcony on top, which at one point in time used to be used by British officers to watch a good game of cricket, because you see the Bombay and Maya ground.
करा माझ्यावरती जे घुमट आहे त्या घुमटाला जो सोनेरी रंग आहे तो रंग नसून ॲक्च्युअली कलर आहे. आपल्याला अभिमान असला पाहिजे आपण अशा एशियातल्या सर्वात रिचेस्ट अशा महानगरपालिकेचा भाग आहोत आणि ही महानगरपालिका आपल्यासाठी दिवसरात्र काम करते. पूर्ण घुमटाचा वरती जो तुम्हाला सिल्वर कलर पूर्ण गोल्डन दिसतंय, पूर्ण गोल्ड आहे, ओरिजिनल गोल्ड.
Khaki does serve 55 tours in the city of Mumbai. The most important walk is the Fort Walk, which is nearly a 3-hour walk in the Fort area. There are lots of other smaller walks in the Fort. We also do Dadar Pasi College, we do Bandra, Okay, we do a ghost walk in Kirgaon.
राजभवन का भी टूर कर लेते हो क्या?
We don't do the Raj Bhavan tour because we don't have. I mean, the Raj Bhavan is open for visitors.
Okay.
But we don't do a specific tour inside Raj Bhavan.
क्योंकि जितने अच्छी तरह आप समझा रहे हो उतनी अच्छी समझो शायद वो नहीं करते,
वो पता सर,
समझाते नहीं। हाँ, मैं किया वो टूर, इसके लिए पूछूं।
वो पर हमारे पास वो उसका
क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं आपके टूर्स को थोड़ा हिस्ट्रिकल टच था।
हाँ?
कहीं ना कहीं आपके टूर को थोड़ा हिस्ट्रिकल टच
हाँ,
है,
जी,
तो काफ़ी चीज़ें जानने मिली, कुछ एक्सप्लोर करने मिला।
हाँ, तो आई थिंक आप अगर मैं चलिए आज एक टूर करीबन 1.5 साल से करता हूँ। ओके, मैंने बहुत टूर्स किए, मजगांव में टूर्स की है, मोहल्ला मंच करके हम दिल्ली बाजार में सिर्फ फूड टूर करते हैं।
ओके,
मगर मैंने बहुत बार देखा कि लोगों को बहुत इंटरेस्ट है कि स्टोरीज क्या है इसके बीच। हिस्ट्री तो सभी को मालूम है कि भाई ये कितनी फीट की बिल्डिंग थी, ये कितनी विड्थ है उसका, कितना पैसा लगा, वो तो अवेलेबल है, बट उसकी जो स्टोरी है बिहाइंड के बिल्डिंग यहाँ पे क्यों आई, ये बिल्डिंग का आर्किटेक्चर इस तरह से क्यों है,
वो किसी को नहीं पता।
वो फिर थोड़ा रिसर्च करने की जरूरत है।
मेरा आप बिलीव करो, मैं 1978 का बॉर्न है मेरा यहाँ का, मगर वो मंगल जी का जो स्टोरी आपने बताया मैं उससे देयर नहीं था, मुझे नहीं पता।
आई डोंट थिंक पीपल नो दैट कि बॉम्बे में भी मंगल, जैसे मंगल पांडे नॉर्थ में, बॉम्बे में भी एक मंगल, तो
काफी छोटी छोटी स्टोरीज है जो जानने मिली।
तो आई थिंक और आज क्या है कि लोगों को इंटरेस्ट है,
नहीं सच में है। मैं तो चाहूंगा आप मुंबई को पूरी तरह पहचानते नहीं हो जब तक आप ये सारे हिस्टोरिकल प्लेसेस को विजिट नहीं करते।
आप 55 वॉक्स लेते हो तो आप शायद आपको 1 साल लगेगा।
ओके, डेफिनेटली
पूरा बॉम्बे।
ओके, तो आपके टूर्स के कोई इंटीमेशंस या कहीं पे?
हाँ, तो आप अगर khakitours.com की वेबसाइट पे जा सकते हो, वहाँ पे एक न्यूज़ लेटर आता है।
ओके,
हम हर हफ्ते जिस टूर को हम कंडक्ट करते हैं, तो हर हफ्ते हम नई टूर्स करते हैं।
ओके, राइट,
सेम टूर्स नहीं होती है। आपको एक ईमेल आएगा कि भाई आज इस हफ्ते में हम ये टूर्स कर रहे हैं, आप यहाँ पे जाके बुक करिए वगैरह जो भी है, तो वो होता है। फिर हम हर सैटरडे एक फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट एक टॉक करते हैं, यहाँ पे कोई एक्सपर्ट आता है और जो बॉम्बे की एक विशेष टॉपिक के ऊपर बात करते हैं। तो करीबन 2 हफ्ते पहले एक स्पीकर थे जिन्होंने सिर्फ मुगल आजम पे बात की।
ओके,
बट अभी वो एक बॉम्बे की बहुत बॉम्बे की फिल्म इंडस्ट्री यहाँ पे है और मुगल आजम बड़ी पिक्चर,
काफी चीजें अभी एक्सप्लोर करने बाकी है।
तो हमारे पास ऐसे बहुत एक्सपर्ट्स आते हैं जो बहुत ही नीश टॉपिक्स पे बात करते हैं। सैटरडे को लोग लॉग इन कर सकते हैं। और
तो ये सारी बुकिंग जैसे भी ये हिस्ट्रिकल टूर्स की बुकिंग बुक माई शो में से हो रही है?
ये टूर की बुकिंग बुक माई टूर में हुई है। अगर आप बाकी की जो टूर्स है आप khakitours.com की वेबसाइट
डायरेक्ट अवेलेबिलिटी है उसमें। थँक्स लॉट सर, आपके वजह से काफ़ी इन्फॉर्मेशन मिली। थँक्स लॉट। मित्रांनो, माझ्यासोबत आता हे होते ते खाकीचे रिप्रेझेंटेटिव्ह आहेत, खाकी टूर्स म्हणून। खूप सुंदरपणे आणि तुम्हाला समजेल अशा भाषेमध्ये ते पूर्ण इतिहास सांगण्याचा प्रयत्न करतात। काही गोष्टी ज्या आम्हाला खरंच माहीत नव्हत्या त्या मला इथे येऊन माहीत पडल्या। मी म्हणेन की मुंबईला आपण अजूनपर्यंत संपूर्णपणे ओळखू शकलो नाही आहे या तिला समजू शकलो नाही। खरंच जर तुम्हाला मुंबईला ओळखायचं असेल, समजायचं असेल, तिचा इतिहास जाणून घ्यायचा असेल तर अजून खूप वेळ बाकी आहे, खूप गोष्टी बाकी आहेत। अशाच एका नवीन टूरवरती आपण नक्की पुन्हा भेटू। तोपर्यंत जय शिवराय।